Hello people, in that video I'll finish up that little project I started a few days ago. So what we had uh, in a previous video was we set up two applications, one in the front end, one in the back. At the front we have basically a React application that uses to send an event called battery request. This event is triggered in after a certain threshold is met when there's movement detected in front of the camera. So let me start first, maybe. Yeah, so if movement is detected, I get this event that's sent through that specific port 6767. That event can be listened to on the backend. So I have my Node app, which consists simply of a single file, where I have that instance of Socket.io that listens to the same port, 6767. If I have a connection, and if I have this battery request event that's defined in the canvas, I'm calling this function. This function is simply sending command to the drone on his port and host name. The commands that are sent are the ones that are in this array, which are the command one, and battery, which requests the battery level of the drone. So that was working. Everything was set up in a previous video, so I can start that. So this is the front end, this is the back end. We can start that as well. What I want to do first is to show you how to get the video stream from the drone, because that drone has a camera. So if you go to the documentation of the Tello drone, you have one of these commands, which is called stream on. And in a previous video, we saw that you have three ports that are used by this drone. So 8889 is the first one, is the one that we use to send commands to the drone. So with that, we have 8890 for the state, we don't need it, and you have 11111 for the video stream. So this is the port the drone is using to sending the video stream that the camera is recording. And you simply need to send a stream on command. That is here. All right. So we can simply add that here. That command. And that's it. This will send a command to the drone, and if there's a message, yes, this line was like to receive the message. Any drone would the message the drone would send back to us if he has something to say. We convert it to a stream, and we have it displaying in the console here. So that was it. Now, to get the stream, what we need to do, we need two things. So we'll get a stream, and we want to catch it and be able to call an external application, external in sense of external to Node, that will be able to play it or to save into an output file. So we're going to need a software to do that. I'm going to use ffmpeg. So it's a module, it's a non-module called ffmpeg. What's ffmpeg? It's, you probably know it if you play around videos. So it's a complete platform consisting of a fast software suite of libraries, programs running videos and streams and whatever things. So you have the documentation. So I'm gonna simply I have it installed on my computer. You need it installed on your computer first. So it's in my path. You also have ffplay, which is included in ffmpeg. It's such a complicated word to pronounce. ffplay is simply the video player, and ffmpeg allows you to do all kind of manipulation on your videos. So this is very convenient, and you have the ffmpeg module that I need to install. Ffmpeg, so I install it on my non-modules folder. So this allows you to use command lines inside that, and just as you would use ffmpeg without Node. So it's basically the interface to be able to use Node, to use ffmpeg in Node, in the Node app at least. Okay, so I need to extract it like this, of course. So, in order to actually call the software, I need to create what's called a child process in Node. So if you type, if you go to node.js child process, go to documentation, and what it says, I guess it says it's a module that provides the ability to spawn child processes in a manner that is similar but not identical to that you get here. So you have four main tools. Let's say you have spawn, you have fork, exec, and exec file. Fork is mostly used in case you need to create child processes that are also node processes. Exec will create a shell where you can run your external application. I'm going to use exec file because it allows you to simply run an external application without a subshell. I'm pretty sure spawn can work also in some way. But I'm gonna extract that one, so it's already in the, it's in the child process module that's already inside, it's already installed, so I can use it like this. Now what? I'm gonna create the process itself, so I'm gonna use exec file, and here I simply need to specify the process. So I'm going to use ffplay, which is the video player of ffmpeg, and to be able to work, ffmpeg can be extremely complex, but basically it's an input. It has, the way it works, it's basically you provide him with an input. ffmpeg read from an arbitrary number of input files, which can be regular files, pipes, network stream, whatever, specified by the -y option, and write to an arbitrary number of output files, which are specified by a plain output URL. So that's what we're going to do. So you need to provide an array with all these options. So you can write it like this, so -i for the input. Then the input will be the URL where the stream is released by the drone. So it's through the UDP protocol, so you need to write it like this. Then you need to write the host name, so it's that one. And then you specify the port. So according to documentation, it's 111111. Okay, and that's it. You can add a callback in case you have errors, so you can catch it. It's probably better. So if error, I think in that case that is coming first, so you can console log error from drone webcam, really, the error. And else, I guess we can console log output drone, whatever. And yes, that should work. So you don't really need this, but yeah, you can put it. So we get our child process. Now what we need to do is, because all this child process, they will give you access to 3 streams. They are like the typical I/O streams. So you will have STD in, STD out, and STD error. So what you need to do is to take the output, the stream output of the child process you created, so that one, and pipe it to the general, to global node process. So process is the global object that's like consists of the or process you have in your app. So and you need to pipe it to its stream. Clear. Okay. So that should work, I believe. All right, let's try. So in Jumpstart, can switch on my drone. There's an error. Another error event already in use. Yeah, it's already in use. Okay. Press on. So I need to connect to the Tello network. Okay. So do I have the font running? I'm not sure. No. So I click on Get Camera and then on Get Canvas. And if I move, I get the battery request event that's triggered. And here you have the string. So it's playing. So there's a huge delay of like 3-4 seconds that I don't know how to fix. If you do, please comment. But that's pretty much it. You simply play the video that comes from that port, and you pipe it to the node process, and that's it. What we can do is, instead of playing it, is requesting ffmpeg to output it in a file. So let's call it output video. You can put the instance you want. Let's use MP4. And I use that option -y that allows me to, that will override the video you'll create. So maybe you don't want that. But if you don't do that, then it will save the first video and then you won't have any more. So let's try this. Start it again. So I'm moving. So that still connected. Yes. I'm moving and see there's this output file created here. So let's see what it does. So it's here. Let's open it. Okay, we get 2 seconds only. Okay, so it's here. So yeah, as you see, it cuts like the 5, like a few seconds of the beginning is not shown. I'm not sure if it's because there's a delay for the drone to execute the commands between the battery request and the stream on. I'm not sure if this takes time before this is triggered and the stream is actually sent. I don't think so, because you don't have that if you use the official Tello app to command your drone. Actually, I'm not so sure. Or is the way we treat the streams here. So that might be it. I don't know. So if you know, as I said, please comment. So here we have our output file. So that's it for the video. Now let's do the final test. So let's go back to our canvas, where we have this event that's emitted. So let's do 2 things. We can take off, and land. So depending on the area, so I think I'll do something a bit more simple. So I get these two shapes. I get blue and green, red. Let's say that the blue, let's say this is takeoff. So if the key, so because here we are like looping on that object of shape, so these are like key values. So if the key is red, I'm gonna emit that event, so I'm gonna take off. If the key is blue, I'm gonna land. And maybe I'll increase a bit the threshold so that it is not like a trigger too fast. Okay, so now I have two events depending on where in the area some movement is detected. If I do this, if I move on the red area, then the takeoff event will be released. If I move here in the blue area, the land event is going to be sent. So in the backend, I need to listen. So this time it's not battery request, it's takeoff. If I take off, I'm going to call that function, sending comment. That's gonna trigger that commands that are in this array. So I can add here the land, so the takeoff. Or maybe I can start with stream on and then takeoff. Because if you go to documentation, takeoff is the command to take off, and then is the command to land. Makes sense. And so I have this. So this will take off. First send a stream, then take off. And we need to listen to another event, the one I called land. And in that case, let's just create another function called landing. Landing. And instead of the commands array, let's call it command land. It's not very pretty. Command land, and we need to send command, and here we're gonna ask him to land. Okay, so if I move in a red area, I'm gonna emit the takeoff event. In the backend, I'm gonna listen to a takeoff. If this is the case, then I can change that maybe. Takeoff, good. And then I'm gonna call this, and this the command will first prepare the command the drone the battery level to stream and to take off. If I move in the blue area, then I will emit that event land, and that will be listened equally. And in that case, we can display please land. And the landing function is called, and the landing function is actually this array command and that. And that's it. That should work. Okay, so is it running here? No. So let's start this. I'm gonna put the drone on the floor. So I need to save here. Okay. So if I move here, the drone should land. If I move here, the drone should take off. No, the opposite. This should take off. Okay. So let's connect to the drone network. Okay. Let's see. I'm moving here. Please take off. Please take off. Please take off. It's not moving that much. It's not going on. I'm connected. Let me start the server maybe. This is not working. It's good. Oh, I think I should save. I didn't save it. Still connected. Yes. Take off. Take off. Is it? I should refresh that actually. Yeah, sometimes you need to refresh the server anyway. I should have done that before. Yeah, and my computer is not the fastest. Okay, here's the canvas. And if I move here, okay, it took off. And now if I'm asking to land in the blue, please land, he landed. All right. So you can see that takeoff ordered and it was landed. And I should have my output video that should be overwritten. So if I do that, it's gonna be open. Okay, here you go. All right, so that's done. We did that. The drone took off and started to stream, and we moved here, and the drone just landed pretty safely, I would say. So yes, you can do whatever you want. You can move like here, and then do some other movement to the drone. You simply need to change whatever shape you have here. I didn't use the yellow and the green one actually, and yes, that's working. So I hope you liked it. And anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks. Bye.